Good evening, and welcome to this first solo stream of 2021 with me, Octavius. And this is kind of a little bit of a practice run for when for some reason, I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream in in December for Macmillan Cancer Relief. I shall pop the link in the chat a bit later on. And tonight, we're going to be playing some Rogue Legacy 2. Which is pretty good roguelike game. It is, as the name suggests, a sequel to Rogue Legacy 1. It's still in early access at the moment, but from the dev updates and so on, it's pretty close to being released, and I think mostly it's fully content ready almost. And I haven't found any bugs in it in the few hours I've been playing it so far. It's pretty good. It's very much like the first game in terms of its concept, but the graphics are much better, and there's a little bit more detail into whether it's a better game than the first one is matter of some debate, I would guess. But we shall see. So, without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick over to the game. Hopefully we should all be able to see that. Let's pop the sound on. Quite sure how loud to make it. Please let me know in the chat if it doesn't look very good. I will be playing with an Xbox controller because this game works so much better with a controller. I can't imagine trying to play it with a keyboard and mouse. It'd be terrible. Although I'm pretty terrible at it even with the things. So, first thing we do is we choose one of our three heirs. Now, I haven't played this for a while, so I've got quite a few of the classes unlocked. We'll see in a second how far I've got in terms of progression on it. I haven't actually managed to get much far out of the first, you call them biomes in this, the first kind of level area. So I can choose between Lady Emily. She's half bear, half barbell. What barbarians lack in brains, they make up for in bears. So, as a barbarian, she has good health, great health, and good mana. Because I rank 2 in the barbarian class, which means I've got an extra 20% vitality. So this is one of the differences between the first game and this one, is that you can actually rank up your classes, as well as just the general stat boost you can get for standard progression by earning gold and stuff. You can, as you play with the classes more and more, you gain basically experience points in them, which allows you to get extra sort of stat boosts on them. I think the stat boosts vary depending on the class. So you can see here the knight is I'm a rank 3 with them, which gives me a boost of 30% equip weight. Basically I can equip armor and stuff like that. So anyway, we got Lady Emily. She is a barbarian with dyspraxia, which means our gold will be 25% plus, and there's a hidden mystery thing as well, which we would find out if we pick her. We got Sir Teddy II. He's a kook. They have low health, good mana, and a frying pan, and you can actually hit back projectiles with the frying pan. I've not played with them very much, but we might give them a go. They've got IBS, which means they will be bellowing out some pungent clouds, for want of a better word, behind them, which is a bit gross, but never mind. And we got Sir Tommy II. He is a knight, so it's basically the bog standard class on this, which is the one you would start off playing this with. They've got the hilariously hypergonadism, and I'm not going to explain what we mean by that, but so I think we're going to go for Sir Teddy II in our first run. We'll give it a bit of a go. See if I can actually strike back some things. So last time round I earned 2,028 gold, which means there's a fair few things I can afford to get in terms of stat boost. What I think I'm going to do is I am going to increase my weapon damage, and I haven't got anything in focus yet. Oh, we'll go for that one. So we'll increase our spell damage. It says we got some affordable items by the docks, so we'll go and have a look in the docks, see what we got there. So nothing else in there. I can't afford to buy that. So as well as paying money in this with gold, you can see you do actually have to it's like I don't know what they are, a bit chunks of metal essentially. I can't afford that one. The Scholar Cape, I can afford that one, so that would increase our intelligence by 3, and basically give us 50% more resolve. Resolve is another new thing in this. It's basically you can sort of get extra runes, but power-ups within the levels, but they cost you resolve, which eventually reduces your health points. And we've got a leather band, which will increase our armor by 3 and dexterity by 2. So I think I'm actually going to buy that one, and that will probably do us. So off we go. The town looks a bit fancier in this. We'll talk to Lady Quinn the dummy. A star floated close by me the other day. It was translucent and had these long tendrils and was beautiful, or at least I think it was beautiful. Come to think of it, I don't think that was a star. Either way, I didn't get a good look. It was so scary, so I climbed down and hid. Don't say anything particularly interesting, but you can keep attacking. So you can see I've got basically a frying pan. It inflicts fire damage, which is quite cool. It is a bit slower than some of the other weapons though. We got a few extra things as well. She sells you runes. He's the architect, who people might remember from the first game. Basically the architect will freeze the castle for you, so that it doesn't rebuild. This being a roguelike game, every time we start it will rebuild the map for us from scratch, and we have to give Charon all of our gold, and we'll get into the castle. Citadel Agathar is the name of the first biome. Just say that it is quite slow, this this frying pan. So that takes a little bit of getting used to, because every time I want to try and hit them I have to know there's a slight delay. Some things are very much the same as the game before. You collect gold pieces by basically whacking everything. There is health to pick up as well. A lot of the enemies are recognisable from the first game, but they just look better in this. Oh. Ow. Stop hitting me. It just takes a little to get used to this frying pan. We get Lamek's memory. Ooh, I can't stop my hands from shaking. My skin is full of prickles and my heart won't stop bumping. Ooh, I feel alive again. A man, nay a man-rat came crawling to me the other day with information. In return for an official pardon, some trifling little gifts, he told me everything he knew about a secret rebellion. He's given me everything I need to know, letters, transcripts, memos and more. I can't comprehend how something this big slipped past our spies, but none of that matters. All that matters is a war is coming, and I'm the only one that knows of it. My chance to finally show my worth has finally arrived. I have to stay calm and read through these documents carefully. No one else must know about this. I will not let anyone take my fame away. So, some interesting comments there. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Here we are playing Rogue Legacy 2. So a little bit of the IBS there. There's picking up quite a lot of food in this. One of the annoying things about this game and the previous one is, and I think it's annoying possibly more to do with my bad luck, is that constantly you are only getting food when you don't need it. Chest there. I haven't yet earned the double jump, so I can't double jump. These great balls of fire, so to speak, are pretty irritating. Let's try. So this is quite good. I didn't realise one of my magic powers here was healing, which is quite useful. But I think it takes quite a bit of magic mana. The elemental damage I can do with the swordsman is quite good. Doesn't quite make up for the fact that there is a real delay between me actually pressing the button and hitting, which isn't too bad most of the time, but it does make in-air hits a little bit complicated to do. Oh, I missed that comment, didn't I? Again, another difference between this and the first game is that there are more kind of super bosses, mini bosses essentially, hidden throughout. Probably not a mini boss, but the more stronger enemies, perhaps. Easiest thing to say. So if I were to go up there, I'd enter one of the other biomes. I think the one up at the top's a bit harder. I don't think I'm quite at the right level to do that yet. I'm going to explore a little bit more on this bit. Get up here. So there is a chest in there. I feel like I've actually collected more gold than I actually have collected. I'm only up to 1,000. Feels like I should have got more. Yeah, the elemental damage on this is really useful because you can just kind of leave them and certainly the weaker enemies like I'm facing at the moment sort of die almost immediately with the fire damage. Right, where are we going next? Spelling as it mana? I'm never quite sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to say mana. So here's one of the bits where we can choose a relic. We got Amaterasu's Son. Nothing to do with the wolf from Okami, presumably. Doesn't really say what that's going to do. Or Clotho's Spindle. We'll go for this one. Let's see what it does. Oh, so my weapon applies or extends burn for 2 seconds, which is not what it used to be really, because it was doing that anyway. So I picked the wrong one, and you can see what's happened there is my resolve, which is that 116% up in the top left hand corner, is now been reduced. If that goes below 100, I lose my max HP will go down, and it isn't that high anyway, so I'm probably gonna die. Okay, so we've got here, you see these cost a fortune, 110 resolve, we've got twin Hyperion's rings, so basically this is a get out of death free card. If I get one of these and I die, I will recover twice and give me about 50% of my HP, or I've got 50% chance of avoiding a fatal blow. I'm not actually going to get either of those because my resolve's too low. It's just going to basically result in me almost having no health. See, I just had to leave those. So what have I got? I've got scholar weapon, simple outfit, worn by the acolytes up in the study. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll have to buy that from the blacksmith when we get into town. I mean, those girls down there, they look a bit dodgy, don't they? Ah, I have to do the cowardly, go down, whack 'em, come back up again. I used to do it, so okay. It's quite good actually that I can heal myself. Up in there. Let's go down here. Ouch. Damn you, Mr. Skeleton. The spear maidens are dangerous, and the flame locks are every bit as annoying in this sequel as they were in the first one, with their constant things. Now this is one of the rooms that you only work out by practice, that you don't whack all these things before you go up and get the treasure chest, because otherwise, certainly with the base power that I've got, there is no way back up. And to be honest, all these lanterns tend to contain is at the most 1 gold piece. Most of them contain nothing. That's lanterns for you. Can't trust them. Okay, so that one has got a shield on it, which means somewhere. Yeah, so this guy basically is projecting a shield, which is protecting all the other enemies on the screen from damage. Well, he was anyway. He's dead now, which is, you know, fair enough, really, isn't it? Doesn't it cause trouble for everyone? Health's not too bad. We should be able to fight, I reckon, one of the boss levels if we can get to one. Right. Oh, ouch. That was a mistake. I did actually press the wrong button there, which wasn't a good idea. Just call me an idiot. Also didn't notice loads of spikes, but oh, you son of a bitch. Again, returning from the first game in terms of annoyance to the bloody scout eyeball things, which just seem purposefully designed to get on your bloody nerves. So this is basically the library. This allows us to read some of the entries we've already seen. I think looks like we've only got one left to do in the Citadel. This is similar to the first game, really, in that no matter how long I play for, I've no idea what's going on. Having said that, I didn't do very well in the first game either. Well in this run, actually, almost up to 3,000 gold now. So the doors are sealed, so I can't actually get in there at the moment. What's this person say? I don't know how he does it, but I keep losing Lamek's trail. There's no other choice. If we want to leave this island, we'll have to enter his throne room. The doors are sealed shut with magic. Only his royal retinue can open them, but I've seen how they do it. There are 2 lamps beside the door. Both lamps must be quickly lit with a strike of the foot to open the door. The fire goes out fast, so we'll have to be quick. I didn't think I was going to do that, actually. because the last time I tried that, because I didn't read the clue then, when it was pretty obvious I had to hit both of those things at the same time. I couldn't do it, but I think what I forgot to do last time was use a dash attack. So this time I have managed it. Okay, let's go in, and what's probably going to happen is I'm going to die. So he's the guy we'll have seen in some of the memories before. The first spell sword, Estuary Lamek. Okay. Well, my fire damage is doing very little to him. Ow. Oh, I could have done with a double jump then, I tell you. I mean, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? That is gonna hurt. Don't think. Let's see if I can. Ouch. I'm doing better than I thought. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh, he got me. But I think I've ranked the cook up just the once, so you get a bit of a better view at the end of the run as to how well you did, which seems to be alright actually. 76 enemies, 3,120 coins, 54 whatever they are, chunks of metal, 0 red thingies and 0 blue thingies. I don't know what either of those are. So we have got now in our selection for run number 2, so Justin the Second. So he's a knight. He's got cosmic insight. So another change in Rogue Legacy 2 over the first one is that as well as just traits, you can inherit some relics and stuff from your previous family members. And this particular one's got one. He's got an anti-seed cosmic insight, so he gains 100% mana when hurt. However, he loses 25% of the resolve. We've got Valkyrie. They are long range fighters, low health, great mana. They've got cornucopia, so meat restores 8%, and got another cook, and they gain pleasure from pain. I think we're gonna go for the Valkyrie this time. So I think I want to have a look at that new sword. So the scholar weapon. Yeah, so that's going to increase my strength. So I want that, I think. Increase that, and then we'll just go back to here, see what we can buy. So we can upgrade the health. Relics cost less resolve. I'm going to increase health and I'm going to increase attack. I've actually got still 512. can actually buy the amplification rune, or I think amplification rune is the only one I can buy at the moment. So, but in space time to make things burn a little longer. So basically, any attack with a state of effect that I like the one I had before will last a bit longer. So I'm going to purchase that, and let's go and have a chat with Karam. And let's go back into the castle for run number 2. So Valkyrie, as you see, have this basic like spear weapon, which gives them a little bit of an extended reach. And I think they can attack whilst dashing, which I don't think the other ones can do. They can also like attack up and down as well. Just as an example, just to show you what's actually up. This is Stygian Study. Now I need basically an heirloom. Again, all the biomes require a different heirloom, which I haven't got any of. We'll come back to that, I think. Probably in about 4,000 years, and I've actually managed to get past the first thing. Just as a point of comparison, the best I ever managed to do in the first game was to defeat the first boss. Because it turns out I'm not actually very good at video games. Who'd have thunk it? Been playing them for years as well. I do miss the Cook's fire effect I had before. That was pretty handy, to be honest. I'll have to see whether I can gain a relic which might give that power to me, because that would be really useful. I am at least safe here from the machinations of the evil Flamelock. Right, so one thing we didn't see on the previous one is a fairy chest. This is a fairy chest. So fairy chests work very much the same as the first game, where you basically have a challenge. If you can do the challenge, and the challenge is all different, don't get hit, don't jump, whatever, then you get a chest which normally has a rune or something in it. You can't see because my face is sort of half blocking it, but the challenge here is to destroy all targets with a time limit of 10. Well, the difference with this in the first game is that you get to start the challenge. You basically press a button or hit a lever. So in this one, when I hit this, it's going to display 10 targets, and I've got to hit them all in 10 seconds, and I'm not going to be able to do it, I don't think. No. That was pretty tough, actually. I was really expecting it to be about 8 of them, and there was like 20. And of course, once you fail at it, you can't try it again. It's locked out for this run. You'll never be able to get it again. So you just have to hope that it comes, that you get another fairy chest on the next run that is actually achievable. The easiest ones, to be honest, are the defeat all enemies. It was certainly easiest in the first game. Although in this one, you tend to get the more powerful enemies appearing as well, the kind of over-leveled ones. So it does make it a bit harder. Okay, so we've got heavy stone bogging. I don't know what that one is. Or the obelisk. I'm gonna go for this one. Your weapon deals 100% more damage but has a 2-second cooldown. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that because that's really annoying. Because okay, now it doubles the damage, but I can't attack more than once every 2 seconds, and I don't think it's possible for me to remove any of the relics, unfortunately. Okay, so that's probably knackered me for the majority of the run, but we can actually go and try and fight the boss. So I'm going to give that a go, to be honest, because probably my run is a bit of an end. I'm not going to be able to defeat him, I don't think, particularly with my 120. Oh, I just jumped straight into the path of those. One more hit and a bit like that. Dead. I didn't do quite as well on that particular one. I'm going to be back 1 second. I'm just going to go and get a drink. Hello. Okay, so we're back, and let's see who we've got in our selection this time. We've got another Valkyrie. Suffers panic attacks. I don't think we're going to go for her. We have got Sir Caleb II, Dragon Lancer. Okay. And we've got another Cook. I think we're going to go for him. An awful lot I can buy. I think what we're going to do is we can increase our max weight, or I'm going to go for that. Increase our carry weight. So nice to go. And run number 3. So, Dragonlance is basically like a dragoon. Slight weirdness about his playstyle is that you can see there that basically you have a charge attack, which is quite cool, but does mean when you do an attack kind of in mid-air, you actually stop. I mean, I have to say, one of the really cool things about this game compared to Rogue Legacy 1 is that all the classes do feel different. You don't really ever feel as if you're playing, you know, the same class, the same thing but with a different weapon, which I think in 1 it did sort of feel like that sometimes. This is better. But also does mean that you are really more likely in some ways to sort of pick one that you like and stick with it. If you're lucky enough to get them on each run, because obviously the 3 characters you get at the start are randomised. It's only on PC at the moment, this game. I suspect once it gets out of early access it will get converted to the consoles. Great game to play on the Switch, I would have thought. Certainly the first Rogue Legacy I originally played on the Vita when it came out on that, what feels like about 10 years ago now, probably because it was about 10 years ago now. It's since been ported to almost every single console, including the Switch. It does sort of play quite well as a portable game, I think, because obviously, you know, it is, the runs only tend to last a certain amount of time. It's good to play on the go, in which case it'll be a great game to get on the Steam Deck when I hopefully get one of those next year. I have pre-ordered. Of course, the great thing about Steam Deck is that in theory all my Steam games will just work on it. In theory. Whether that'll actually happen or not, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Right, we've got another Valkyrie. So, got Hector's Helm, 25 resolve, must be on death, or body buffet. If you're not picky, everything can be delicious. Well, I'm going to go for that one. Defeated enemies have an 8% chance of dropping meat. That's pretty good. But you'll notice now that my resolve has dipped below 100%, which means that my maximum health has decreased. Kind of worth it though, I reckon, for the you know, almost 1 in 10 chance that every time I defeat a bad guy, he's going to drop some lovely health-giving meat. Which I might need if I carry on like that. Oh, well. I made the mistake then of thinking the platform would disappear under my feet, but it doesn't disappear under your feet, it disappears when you jump, which is, I keep sort of getting it mixed up with the traditional like Mario game, where those kind of platforms do sort of dissolve under your feet as you're on them. In this, these ones don't do that, they sort of wait. What's the dude selling me? The Wonder Blaster. So this basically I can change my weapon. I can change it for a Wonder Blasting, Capacitive Walls, Blast Gain Bonus, Mana, spending 50 mana grants charge. That's... Shall we leave it? Shall we go for it? Oh, the agony of choice. I'm gonna go for it. So this is a ranged weapon. Right, so we've got another fairy challenge here, and this one is lose no health. Didn't even make you past the first one. I mean, that's just terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. None of the bad guys have dropped any health just yet. Also, I suppose only an 8% chance. Where do I want to go now? I want to go back. Oh, we can go up calmly. This weapon can shoot through walls, so it was possible for me to get that. If I get another relic now, it's going to drop my resolve down. 25 will take it down to 61%, which is pretty low. Oh, let's go for it. See what it is. While above 50% health, deal 10% more. So I'm now down to max 189 health points. Shall we go back to my previous weapon? So I need to go back. Almost. Oh, actually, it's pretty near the entrance. So teleporter in there. I think not. Yeah, so I can just teleport back to there. Easier than running all the way back through the thing. Do a bit of fast travelling. Two chests conveniently located right next to each other. Okay, so we got ourselves the bad guy again. You know what, we may as well give him another go. See how we get on with him this time. Probably die again. I should have avoided that, shouldn't I? basically telegraph that. Is that on the other end? He didn't telegraph? I wasn't expecting him to do that. Well, that went well. Okay. I think we got time for one more run before we head off for the night. So we've got a barbarian, we've got a dragonlance, and we've got a duelist. Average health's got more there. What's hypercoagulation? Oh, right. So this person who I was thinking about going for, you get 200% extra gold, but you've got 1 hit point, which means if I get 1 hit, I'm dead. Which means if I take this guy, the run's going to last about 5 seconds. Although the Dragon Lancer has got Amateratsu's son, which means if I pick him, he's got the boon. Oh, hypercoagulation. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound good. I mean, obviously, coagulation is blood loss. Is scabbing and stuff. Let's go for this person. I'm just intrigued as to what the hypercoagulation is. Okay, so we can upgrade our health again. Oh, that's pretty much all we can do. Oh, I didn't actually read what the trait was then. Hypercoagulation. Oh, so my HP regenerates, but I lose some max. What was it? Max HP when hit. Oh, okay. So my health's going to constantly regenerate, but every time I get hit, my maximum HP is going to drop, which. Oh, yeah, like that actually. Which is that was quite a big drop actually. I don't know whether it must scale, I assume. Oh, you little bugger. This could kill the run pretty quick actually, because the magic spell here is a great one, because it basically applies all the negative status effects to the bad guys, which is good because we don't like them, because they're trying to kill me. Oh, why did I go down together? Max HP. Oh, you can see my maximum HP has actually dropped down below to 300 already, which is really annoying because it basically means I am going to die very quick. The incentive here is not to get hit, of course, which sadly requires a bit more skill than I'm able to bring to the table. Oh, that one's actually given me a bag of gold. The cool thing about the Barbarian is you have this really awesome, like, what's it weapon? I don't think I'll do that. Okay, so here we've got another instance where we've got a bad guy who, oh, I can't believe I did that, is shielding, which means none of the other enemies are hurtable until I've killed him. I got some good loot from that at least, but it has basically almost wiped out my maximum health, 139. Basically mage level health that. The Rebels' plan is interesting. First they will strike us at the gates. This is a diversion to draw the guards. The true battle will happen at the ceremony of return. They have dug a secret tunnel from the west which leads directly to the ceremony grounds. I always knew the ceremony was a dangerous event. This is why I took every precaution to keep the date a secret. The only people who know when the ceremony occurs is me and my fellow estuaries. For these rabble to discover when it would occur is impossible unless one of my fellow estuaries is working with the rebels. A turncoat on their side and a traitor on ours. Every move I make from here on must be planned out meticulously. I must retreat to my abode to contemplate on this. In the Tower of Lights, I've hidden a secret door against the far wall between the 5th and 6th lantern. I shall retreat to it for now. Okay. So, we've got ourselves an insight. Okay. So Lamech was the guy, the boss that we were fighting. The estuaries are basically the guards of the castle and stuff like that. Right, so we've got another fairy chest here. Lose no health, time limit 50%. Oh, I managed to do it! Oh, I cannot believe that. That was lucky. So we've discovered a rune. It's a bounty rune. Generational delay gratification. Gain more gold. Do the bad guys actually stay here? Yes, they do. Oh my word. This person has got like a sort of shield on them, so you have to keep hitting them. And you know what? I'm gonna die if I attempt to kill him. Not much point in me trying. I've got my max health is 46 now. That isn't gonna be good enough, really. It's almost end of run, I think. So okay, this will be interesting. In here, it's basically like a big pit of bad guys. We'll go in and we basically get to fight some bad guys. I've now got 1 hit point left and we're gone. We are gone. Well, the trouble with these kind of games is that they're very Moorish. So even though I said I was just going to do one more run, I think I'm going to do one more run. That'll be it. So, I think we are going to go for Sarayan. Hope he's got a good trait against him. We've got 900 gold here. Buy ourselves some more. Numbers are exaggerated. So this trait I remember from the first one is doesn't really affect the gameplay as such. It just affects the numbers that appear on the screen. It doesn't really actually make much of a difference to what's going on. Nunet the Enchantress is saying, "You hungry ducky? I made some O'Malley for you. It's best hot. It's one of my favourite dishes, so if you don't like it, I'm going to take it personally." So the one we got before was the Bounty Rune. It costs us 1,000 gold, which I haven't got, so we can't buy it. Okay, so here we are. We're just playing as a bog standard knight. They have the most basic of weapons, a sword, but you know what? It's pretty. It's a good sword, as swords go. It's all right, and it's fast. So you see there, it said minus 88 when I got hit. It hasn't actually taken that much health off me, thank goodness. It's just the character exaggerates. That's an amusing little quirk. And also the same applies when I attack them. It's saying I've hit them for 600 and whatever it was HP. They haven't got that much HP, so there's no chance I can actually hit them for that much. It's just amusing. I mean, it's a joke that gets old after about 2 hits, but you know, as traits go, it's not too bad. So is this the Tower of Lights? Because it did say something new. Against the far wall between the 5th and 6th lantern lies the secret door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have thought this was the Tower of Lights. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one was here. Okay, I don't know what that, maybe it isn't here. I would have thought it was though. I'm not going to bother with either of those two as I don't really need the health at the moment. Must have been in that room. I must have just not have understood what it meant, or maybe I was meant to stand on it and press a button or something. Don't know what I was meant to do there. So we basically read all the things in here now, so we know everything about this tower. Sorry, the citadel, apart from how the hell I actually kill the boss. But if we do find the boss chamber, we are not in too bad a position to try and attack him, really. Assuming I don't lose a load of health. Because the layout is randomised every time, I can't guarantee I will know where he is. Normally they're down a bit. Oh, this is an interesting one. So there will be a hidden thing somewhere. I wonder if that's what I was meant to do with the Tower of Lights then. Maybe I was meant to use magic on it. Oh well, we'll know for the next one at some point, probably. Okay, so I can restore my health there. Basically, I have two choices with that. You can either do an instant health restore, or you can sacrifice some health to gain higher max health. That instance I chose just to get some more health. I did it again. I thought I'd done quite well by managing to get through that room unscathed in the first place, but obviously not. Okay. I've got, in case you're wondering how I managed to get the gold to float up to me there, I've got like a sort of gold attract rune on me, which basically pulls it towards me. I was having it. Come here, Mr. Flame Long. Come here, I'm not gonna hurt you. Whack you with this giant sword. And the plastic population which sank is up. Except it wasn't in that instance because I could have gone left or right or down as well. But that isn't a song. Now, I don't actually know how I'm meant to go. I suspect I need a double jump to get there, which I haven't got. Not really a Metroidvania, even though some things do appear to be ability gated from what I can tell. Rally up from the top here, I would guess. So we've got Boxing Bell, Ferrin's Reward. Oh, that might. I'm gonna go for that one. What's that gonna do? Oh. That wasn't what I wanted, really. So now, whenever I open the chest, it's going to restore 100% of my health, which isn't too bad, but I don't know how many more chests I'm going to get in this run. There's one over there, which now, as it turns out, is going to be quite useful. In fact, that chest is going to now be very useful. Oh, it didn't restore 100% of my health. It restored 20 points of my health. Well, that's not fair. I must have misread this thing. Oh. What on earth is that? Oh, it's a hidden chest. Quenching rune. Oh, okay. That's quite good then. Let's go down. Downwards facing weapon. Annoying. Let's go for that one. Head to sell. What did that one do? No. Okay, so whilst I've got low health, I'm going to deal more damage. Okay, so we're at the boss. Oh, we've got a scholar chest. So let's go and give this dude a go. That's probably the best chance I've had so far to kill him. Although being a knight, my attack isn't very high. But let's give it a go. And instantly he hits me several times. Ah! Oh, I thought he was gonna. Yeah, I think this is not gonna end as well as I'd hoped. Oh, I've knocked him. managed to get him to half health though, which I think is not something I've achieved before, because I don't remember that happening. I do remember that happening, me dying there. Well, I think we probably have ranked up. No, almost, not quite. Well, we did pretty well there, I thought. Did pretty well in that. We still haven't managed to defeat any of the bosses, which would have been nice, but you can't have everything, can you? So, hopefully you've enjoyed what first stream. Just me. Normally I have my daughter attending with me, helping out. But it's just me tonight in practice for the 24-hour stream I'll be doing in late December in aid of Macmillan Cancer Relief, which is a good cause. Whether I'll be able to stay awake for 24 hours or not is anybody's guess, but I'll be giving it a go. The schedule of games is not yet confirmed, but Rogue Legacy 2 will feature on it. Now, what I'm hoping to do, possibly tomorrow, most likely next week, is do another stream again, and I'm probably going to play some Batman Arkham Asylum. But we shall see. We might also do some Castlevania Advance. Readiness for sort of Halloween. Might be something we could have a look at tomorrow, actually, which might be quite cool. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye.